In EDU 333, we have learned various platforms and tools that can make teaching fun and interactive. Throughout the presentation, you will notice QR codes on most slides. QR codes are unique designs generally used to store URLs. If you download a QR app now, you can view each of my projects by scanning the code with your phone. We used Voki to create avatars. Avatars are characters that can relay information to students. Voki has many options for characters and can be very useful in the classroom. Giving your Voki a voice can engage students in online classes who might be more of audio learners than visual. With endless options for outfits and characters, your avatar can mirror your lesson. Speaking from a special education standpoint, characters can give a voice to students who cannot utilize their own. Or very simply, use your avatar to have your students introduce themselves, as we did in class. The Google Survey project allowed students to get together and build a survey on their own based on the students in the class, demographics, technology use, and interests. We were able to all be on the same platform at the same time and collaborate to create a finished product. Working collaboratively was different from working independently by encouraging more ideas and breaking up work amongst a group. Technology allows for easier group work since not all members have to be present to work on the assignment. Google Drive allows students to share the document with other students and all be able to see and edit it at the same time. This would be beneficial in online classes where not all peers meet face to face. Virtually any group project would benefit from using Google Drive since not everyone's schedules always match up. Students could then log on and work on their part on their own will. Google Drive is not only limited to surveys. Google also has Docs, Slides, and Sheets, which are more useful than Microsoft in that you are not limited to saving on one computer, but can log in on any and have access. We used Powtoon to explain the results of our survey project. Powtoon allows users to create a presentation and add transitions and characters. Through the use of images and statistics, the need for lengthy slides is not yet necessary. Powtoon is beneficial in getting the main point across, in our case, survey results, in a creative way. Powtoon can be used in the classroom to introduce students or summarize a lesson. Students have the ability to create any presentation they want with endless possibilities. Our next project dealt with formative assessment, which an instructor typically uses before or during a lesson. The results act as a baseline for what students may already know so that the teacher can modify their lesson plan as to not go over something the whole group is already familiar with. We used Kahoot and Socrative for our projects. With Kahoot, you are able to create a discussion, quiz, survey, or jumble game. I chose to create a quiz. My quiz was all about Friends trivia. For Socrative, you are able to create quizzes, space race games, exit tickets, or quick questions. My quiz was all about That 70s Show trivia. Both tools allow students to be interactive with the lesson in a fun way. Kahoot is a little better, I think, in that it creates a more competitive environment with the scoreboard, while also letting them learn. Socrative was a little harder to work than Kahoot, however, this may just be because I was more familiar with Kahoot from the start of the project. In the preparation stages of completing many of our projects, we used a tool to brainstorm ideas. Padlet Wall allows for individuals to come together to share ideas all on one wall. We used Padlet Wall to brainstorm and share ideas for our projects and how we could benefit from using each tool. Padlet Wall can be very useful in the classroom to double check that students are following along with the lesson or if they need additional help as well. The focus in the Digital Simile project was to discuss digital citizenship, the norms of appropriate and responsible technology use. We were asked to compile a slideshow that expressed our media life with a simile. I used StoopFlix to create my presentation. By using various pictures and transitions, I was able to make a project that projected exactly how technology affects my life. StoopFlix can be used in the classroom to introduce students, summarize a lesson, get creative with projects, or spice up an online class. In the project for the infographic, we were investigating some current trends in technology, personalized learning, virtual reality, flipped classrooms, and so on. My infographic focused on personalized learning versus traditional learning. The infographic platform, Pictochart, was used to make the infographic. With easy-to-use features, I was able to include statistics, facts, and comparisons to inform on personalized learning. Pictochart has the ability to be used to make printable infographics, but can be used as a presentation as well. The next project was left wide open on what topic we were to present about. I chose to speak about eating disorders. With the use of PowerPoint, we were to make a presentation about a chosen topic with few words and the focal point being relevant images. Various elements go into making an effective presentation: eye contact, clear speech, preparation, involvement with the audience, and so on. Our projects also included music in order to convey specific emotions to our audience. My music was slower because it was a more serious topic. It is important that your music matches the mood of your project so that the audience understands what you are trying to get across. Active learning strategies were added in to gauge what our audience already knew about the topic and to see what they learned about the topic. These allow the instructor to understand what the audience is picking up on or what they do not need to review. They keep the audience on track and clear up any confusion they might have. Our screencast project, and my favorite project, initially took our PowerPoint project and gave it a voice. Since I presented on eating disorders, the pictures tied to my topic and my voice explained information on different types and examples. Through the help of Screencast-O-Matic, you can manually go through your presentation and narrate each slide over top. Screencasts make it a lot easier to present information since sometimes it's a lot simpler to talk about a topic rather than type up information. With an audio aspect, students who learn better through multiple means of teaching would thrive with an audio and visual approach. Screencasts can be used for online classrooms and tutorials. Our Nearpod project took our PowerPoint project even further than the screencast by incorporating activities into our lesson. These could include drawings, polls, quizzes, short answer questions, and so on. I added some clarification questions near the end, such as this one about Karen Carpenter, and some general questions in the beginning to see how familiar the audience was with the topic. Nearpod can be a lot more useful than PowerPoint in that it encourages students to engage in the interactive lesson, making the lesson a lot more interesting and effective. Teachers will have a better grasp on what his or her students understand and what they may need to go over again. EDU 333 has taught me how to use a lot of useful tools that I cannot wait to try out on my future students. Thank you for watching this presentation.